Hello, this is Bill. Welcome back. In this video, you'll learn how to create either one of the two movies currently being displayed. In the top movie, I've got the text ray of light, and it's kind of like someone's taking a flashlight, shining it from left to right. The bottom one, actually a little bit easier to create. In this case, again, I've got the same text, ray of light, but now I've got this purple kind of marching from left to right. And you'll notice I typically do this. I'll have some animation occur. I'll then wait about 2 seconds and then have that animation repeat. Let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to come into Flash, and I'm going to go to Create New, Flash File, ActionScript 3.0. And I've got my default setting here. As soon as I open up a new document, currently I've got it set for 300 pixels in width, 100 pixels in height, and black for the background color. Okay, the first step we need to do is get some text in here. I'm going to go ahead and press on the text tool. I can see I've got my fill color set to white, and I'm going to go ahead and type a little text here. Let's go ahead and type ray of light. And I want to make sure that this text matches, is in the exact same position as the text I'm going to be inserting here momentarily. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my line window. The keyboard shortcut there is Control K, but I'm going to come right up here, Window, Line. And I'm going to go ahead and press right over here. Make sure you got two stages selected, and I'm going to line that to the vertical center and the horizontal center. Okay, let me go ahead and close that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is create a new symbol. And to do that, I'm going to open up my window and come to open up my library window. And way down at the bottom, a little icon right here, and I'm going to press on the new symbol icon, that little plus sign right there. And let me go ahead and drag this within the screen recording window, and I'm going to create a new little symbol, and I'm just going to call this Ray, and it's going to be a movie clip. And I'll go ahead and press OK. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the exact same font type, font size. I'll use my type tool. Again, I'll be in white, and I'll go ahead and type ray of light. And let me go ahead and make sure I get that perfectly centered again. Open up the line window, come up here to Window, and Align. Okay, and I'll distribute that to the vertical center and the horizontal center there. Okay, and I'll go ahead and close that. Okay, and let me go ahead and even close this here window. Okay, maybe the next step, I'm going to go ahead and open up my Properties window, and I'll go ahead and blur that. To do that, I'll come up here to Window. Your Properties window would probably already be open, and I'm going to choose Properties. And let me just go ahead and drag this to the right just a little bit here, and you can see the Filters option. If this little Filters tab is not currently being displayed, just come right back up here to Window and come to Properties and make sure Filters is turned on. Okay, let me go ahead and slide this down just a little bit here. Okay, so I've got the text ray of light. I'm going to come over here to Filters, press on this little plus sign, and I'm going to choose Blur. And I'm 5 pixel blur here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that would be adequate. Okay, at this point I'm going to go ahead and close the property window, and I've now simply blurred the text. If you were trying to create that second one, much easier, you wouldn't have had to blur that. All you would have to do is simply change your fill color like purple and added this would have been in purple rather than in white. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and press on the insert layer. And I'm going to create a little box right here using my rectangle tool. Go ahead and create a little rectangle off to the left. I'm now going to go ahead and press on, say frame 20, 25, 30 here, and I'm going to insert a keyframe. The keyboard shortcut is F6, or I can come up here to Insert, Timeline, and I'll choose Keyframe. And let me get this text displayed here, so I'm going to highlight frame 20 on layer 1, and I could use the keyboard shortcut F5, or I can just come up here to Insert Timeline, Frame. Okay, so here's frame 1, here's frame 20. I'm now going to use my selection tool, and I'm going to take this little box and drag it off to the right. Okay, so again I've got frame 1 and frame 20. I'm going to simply right click here in the middle and add a motion tween, little right click there. And if I was to play that, hitting the enter key, you can see a little box simply going from left to right. Again, a lot of times I like to have a little delay here, so let me come out here to like frame 45, and I'm going to press F5, and on layer 1, F5 to insert some frames. And in this case, I'm also going to insert a blank keyframe, and to do that I can press F7, or come up here to Insert Timeline, and blank keyframe, and I'll repeat that on the second layer here too, on the bottom layer. Insert Timeline, blank keyframe. Okay, so now if I was to play that, you can see the little box marches over, get about a 2-second delay or so, a little bit longer here, and then it would repeat. Okay, now for the little magic, I'm going to go ahead and right-click on Layer 2, and I'm going to use Mask. And the mask simply determines where to apply an effect or where not to apply an effect. Okay, and let me go ahead and highlight frame 1. I'll press the Enter key here, and you kind of see how just that little text there, a little piece of text, is displayed at any given point. Okay, we're finished with that. I'm now going to come back to scene 1. I'm going to go ahead and maybe I'll put this on its own layer. I'll press on the Insert Layer icon, and I'll open up my library window. Library. You probably already have that open, and I'm just going to simply drag that onto the stage. I'm going to go ahead and press on my Align window. Control K. And let me go ahead and get this centered here so the text is on the exact same spot. And I'll go ahead and close that. And now to play it, I'm going to press Control Enter. And there it is. You can see I've got the little text, ray of light, kind of again like a little flashlight, shining from left to right. Well, hopefully in this video you learned how to add some animation, in this case a ray of light, with kind of like a little flashlight going from left to right. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.